All right, everybody, gonna be checking out this upcoming indie game that got shown off recently at Summer Games Fest, I believe. Acts of Blood. It reminds me of Sifu, based like a martial arts kind of beat 'em up style of game. So we'll see if it's a lot of fun. This is gonna be my impressive video. I'll get my final impressions towards the end of the video, and hopefully it's fun. Enjoy these highlights. Good music, definitely good music. Trying to see what all the buttons are. Okay, there's a sprint.
What the hell are you doing here? Kill that boy!
All right, so X punch, A kick, Y is counter, okay, and B is finish. Got it. Come here. Oh, nice. Definitely takes a bit of getting used to. It's a different button setup or layout a little bit than Sifu. Can we sneak attack though? No? Okay. Interesting. Really just breaks it. Okay. Enemies could be a little more aggressive though. Oh. Uh-oh. Nice. Definitely encourages you to mix it up for sure. Wow. All right, let's see. Skill tree. Melee. There we go, I think. Never mind. Okay. Simple. Wait, how the heck? You would think they would let the character climb or something, but no, not entirely. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. That was very... Okay. Oh, now he's doing it. That's weird. Needs some polish there in terms of like... Yeah. Needs a bit of polish there in terms of how you go from, if you're gonna, you know, use a melee weapon versus a ranged weapon in the game.
I'm gonna chop you to pieces, you little bastard!
Not if I kill you first.
You can't counter enemy bosses, dodge their attacks, press and left trigger. Okay. Oh. Come on. Boss is pretty simple and easy. A little janky. He needs more attacks though. This is weird. He only has like really one attack. Oof. Come on, come on. No, no, no. Almost got him. And beat him. Oh, wow. Brutality, I guess, huh?
Rest in hell, you piece of shit.
At least I want to test out one of the arena modes and see what they do here. Interesting. Basically just probably like a horde mode in a sense. I'm in the zone with this style that he's doing, and he's just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Jeez. Okay. I still think enemies could be a bit more aggressive though, because you only got really one or two at most attacking at one time. I wonder if arena mode is based like a survival mode where you just last until you run out of health. Because so far these enemies are just not really going anywhere. Like a new one spawns after I take one out. Wrong move. Yeah, enemies just keep spawning. So this is fun. I'm gonna probably stop here. All right, just got done playing Acts of Blood here, the new upcoming indie action kind of beat 'em up martial arts game here that's reminiscent of Sifu. And there's some good things and bad things about it. Very rough around the edges. Like it definitely needs some more polish. Obviously, it's just a demo, so it's work in development. Doesn't represent the final product, but definitely could use more polish. I think enemies could be a little bit more challenging, be more aggressive. I do like that the main character himself has like a variety of like finish moves he can do depending on what either weapon you have in your hand or the angle, I think sometimes, or if you get an enemy in like a grab hold or things like that. So pretty cool there. Very linear as well too in terms of like level design, which is kind of somewhat to be expected by a lot of indie titles. Like usually very linear games in this type of style anyway. It's an action kung fu martial arts type of game, and basically, so what I can tell from the story at least, like a revenge story of some sort. Not entirely sure what's fully going on here in terms of the story yet, but it is called Acts of Blood for a reason. So, you know, typically with names like that, yeah, it's gonna be a very either violent type of story told in some manner. And it runs pretty well overall, despite a little, you know, jankiness to it and hiccups and whatnot. Like there's some frame dips a bit here and loading assets in was a bit, took some time when doing the story part. There is an arena like type mode though, if you want to do that outside of story, at least in the demo. And I feel like that's a good way to get some practice, because it's not really all that difficult to pick up in terms of actual movesets, and you can upgrade your character. The skill tree as far as upgrades go is very, very simple. You got health, you got like upgrade your speed, your punches, your kicks, your combos, things like that. I think what else? The boss was fairly easy, just stuck to doing like one move type stuff, pretty much. Like in terms of story, I don't know why that was a thing. Maybe I don't know, maybe it was just for the demo purpose, but I think overall enemies and the boss that I fought definitely needs to be tweaked, adjusted, like have some more moves, because it was pretty much the boss is doing the same move over and over again. Enemies are pretty much doing the same moves over and over again, which was very limited moveset. And the main character himself has like a more varied moveset compared to the enemies you take on. So I think there needs to be adjustments made there and tweaks. And like I said, had the enemies be a bit more aggressive. Like there's one you're attacking at a time. Sometimes the second will come through and try to attack from behind or the side of you. but majority of the time, you're fighting one enemy in a crowd of enemies, like 2 or 3, and the rest are just chilling, standing by, essentially waiting for you to be done with the first enemy you're attacking, and then move on to them. So it's kind of archaic game design in that sense. And some people are gonna like that, some people are not. I don't like that personally. I want to feel a bit more challenged and not just have like enemies just standing by, or a crowd of enemies just standing by while I just attack one at a time. So yeah, I think just these needs to be better, more polished, things like that. But there is a good foundation here. It's solid. It is fun. I feel like this is one of those games where, you know, if you just want to have some dumb fun as far as like just having fun combat pickup game type of thing, and you want something similar to Sifu, like martial arts, yeah, this would be good for you. No idea when it comes out yet, I think, but definitely something to keep an eye on for sure, and hopefully it does get a lot more love and, you know, polish in terms of development, things like that. That's my thoughts on this game so far, from checking this out from Steam Next Fest. So pretty cool demo, and hopefully you enjoyed this from my impressions video of this demo here. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.